to talk about retards. Retards are very specific in a way. Some are emotional, some are retarded. Some don't give a crap about you, and some are just big jerks. So, what do we do to get rid of jerks? You ignore them, and you call them a retard. So, pretty much what I'm trying to say is, no offense to the people that don't enjoy using the R word. Yeah. So if you're wondering why I keep looking over there, it's because there's another screen over there that I can see, so I can see what I'm doing. So I might be looking over that way. That way. Or that way. Or that way. Or that way. Okay, so that's why I'm going to keep looking over there to see my screen and all that fun stuff. So retards are specifically people that don't care or people that don't understand mentally or physically. Another one is they don't really say, a lot of them might be smart and a lot of them are very specific in a way. They have to have everything right, also known as OCD. Also known as my friend over here,
Hi!
the drummer. Okay, we are going to be talking about retards, and those of you that don't enjoy that word, I will call them mentally disordered. Mentally disordered people are from all around the world. There's probably anywhere you go. I have probably 7 in my school, in just my grade, but I'm not making fun of them because that's not right. I'm just trying to get my point across. Why treat retards like retards? See, when I come across a mentally disordered person, I try to treat them as well as they possibly could feel, so the rest of their day is not sad. And he's crying over here, so yeah. So I'm pretty much doing this just so people know and understand what the reason I'm doing this for is. Well, number 2. Don't treat them like crap because they have disorder. It's not their fault that they're actually like that. Unless they were in a car crash drinking and driving. I mean, like, that's their fault. But there are a lot of people out there that are born specifically with this. I'm going to give out some, how do I say this? Demonstrations. Well, not demonstrations, some different kinds of them. There's Asperger's, there's Down syndrome, and there's autism. Down syndrome makes the brain feel and seem as if it's not the age. I mean, you could probably leave them at home, but you couldn't leave them for days, because they'd act like a child. They're not saying that to be rude, but they have like a brain as a 9-year-old, but there's some things that they can understand. Like, they can go to college, they can do anything they want. Honestly, just because they have a mental disorder doesn't mean anything at all. It just means that they have something in their way. They can always get that out of the way. I'm gonna get a famous person in here, Stephen Hawking. He's a genius. He's a genius. A literal genius. And he just does this, and he can't walk, and he's in a chair. He's paralyzed. And that's just blows your mind, because you're like, holy crap, that's actually somebody with that. There's another one, autism. You don't really understand things as you should. Sometimes you freak out. It's the same thing as with Asperger's. You freak out a little bit, and you're a little bit concerned about some things, and also you just freak out about little small things that you shouldn't really freak out about. This is why I'm trying to get to this point. You shouldn't treat somebody like that. I'm just saying the word, or the R word, because that's how I say it. I don't mean that to be rude. I don't really like being a jerk to people. I don't get how people enjoy that. So I'm trying to get to is, just because you have a mental disorder or anything does not mean that it's going to stop you in your way through everything. You can get through practically anything, even if you have a disorder. Now, this has proven my point with plenty of people when it comes to OCD, Down syndrome. Down syndrome, I have a good friend. His name's Grant. His aunt, right? His aunt has Down syndrome. She is extremely good at art. She can draw these extremely good sketches and then just turn them. If you were to give her a blob, she could probably color it and just make it look like amazing. What? Go to Angela? Anola Designs, okay? Anola Designs is a bunch of her artwork. She got into Good Morning America. Good Morning America because of that. And that's just crazy because she's been on TV, she's been on a bunch of stuff just because she knows that she can do something and get through something. I'm just trying to say this because some people don't really understand and they say, you're born like this, so it's your fault. No, it's not. So we're gonna make fun. It's honestly a disorder that you go through when you're in the womb or there's something that went wrong in your DNA. So there's nothing at all that can make you say that it's their fault unless they turn themselves into that by doing a stupid thing. Then of course you have the right to say that. But even if they did turn themselves into that, they can change it. They can. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say goodbye.